Thanks for pressing play. I'm here to show you how I use my Zoom R8 to record with my Voice Live Touch. I have my equipment next to me. Unfortunately, any of my other cameras are not as good as my reason for the reason you're even watching this. Here it is. It's my Voice Live Touch, but it does not record. And I also tried to record by connecting that through a USB out of an XLR cable, not the USB cable that it comes with. The USB cable that it comes with, it basically just allows you to kind of connect it to the computer, and you're able to transfer, your presets or add more presets, or yeah, it just connects it to the computer, but it doesn't connect it in the way that you think. You need an XLR cable with a USB out. I believe that you can edit if you just have one of those audio cables, those 2-pin audio cables with an adapter for the... I don't have one here. I'm a mess, I'm sorry. Okay, so basically these big ones, you need a converter to turn it into a small one, and then you would put it into the back of your machine and then try to record through the input of like a mic. It sounds really bad. I do not recommend that. It's not good at all. Okay, you need this. It is the Zoom R8. It probably looks backwards, so I'm probably going to flip. I'm going to have to flip this. Okay, I'm just going to turn this around this way. This is for an audio input. It's going to be the straight prong looking thing that you can put in your keyboard, your microphones. This one has my microphone, but it's set on 2 because I bought this used and it really craps out on me, and I wish I could get a new one. But I gotta jiggle it and mess with it and sometimes just to get the sound right, because then there's a lot of static on the line. But if you buy it new, it's not happening to you. Okay. Then over here, you got your outputs. I only use this one for the phones. This is where I put in my professional headphones. Here's the volume or whatever. I don't know what that is. I don't use that. And then you turn it on here. On this side is where you put your a flash drive like this. This one's 4. I use one that has I think it's got 16, but and this is just for the power, and I think you can put batteries or something in it, but I don't use it with batteries. So I guess it could be portable. I don't trust this. Recording and then like all of a sudden like you run out of batteries, I don't know. Okay, just plug it in. So before you turn this thing on, when you're starting to use it, grab it in here, you put the disc in, alright, and then you're going to turn it on, and then it's going to start. I'm just going to go through it quickly, because there are a lot of settings and things you can mess with in here, but this is just a tutorial on the way that I use it. As I learn some more new tricks, I will share. But for now, okay. These buttons right here are what arms the track for you to start recording. So, what you do first is, whenever I turn this thing on, the very first thing I do is go to Project, and I'm going to start a new project. So I just hit Enter, and then I go down, you can't see it, sorry. Then I go down to Execute, Enter. Then I make sure that my tempo, that one's at 80, say I wanted it at 120, then I'd roll this thing to 120. And if you don't already have it set, you're going to go to Tool and Enter for the metronome, and make sure the metronome is on for record only, because that's where I use it at. And then Enter. Okay, Enter's not working, so then Exit. So now you're ready to go. So when you have this is coming out of the Voice Live Touch. So the microphone goes into the Voice Live Touch. Voice Live Touch has another one of these that will come out. It doesn't come with it, you have to buy it. That will come out, and then that's what you plug into whatever port you want to record on. Okay, so I'm just putting it on this one. So I gotta turn it on, and then through the head. Okay. And then through the headphone, put your headphones in here, you are going to now be able to hear yourself. Well, you may want to arm one of these. You press it one time and it turns red. Press it a second time and it turns green. Red means you're about to record, and green means that you're just going to listen to what was already recorded. Okay. So, we are going to turn it to red to arm this particular track. Make sure that your levels are good. Start singing loudly to adjust this, and make sure you're not peaking. This little red thing will go off if you are peaking, and if it's too loud, and it's going to start distorting on your track. So you got to pay attention to that. This is if you want the built-in mic to record, or if you want the actual mic. So just make sure that one's set to the actual mic. And then once that's ready, I always, just because it's just a force of habit, I put stop and rewind, and I just put stop and forward. Stop and rewind right here, and it will take you to the beginning of the track. So now when you hit record, it's not recording yet, you have to hit play when you're ready to start recording. So then you hit record, you hit play to record, and in the headphones you're going to start hearing the metronome, and that's when you start singing or doing whatever, playing your instrument. Okay, then when you're done, press stop. Then you turn this one back to green and turn that one to red. And now you are going to stop, rewind again, get ready to record, and then press record, and you start recording on the second track. Okay, and then we're going to stop, and you can keep going, and you got 8. It also has a lot of options where you can bounce the tracks and put these 2 on the last one and then start recording a few more. I don't like to do that because I need to be able to see the sound. I know that sounds weird. You can't see the sound. When you drop it in, you see the waves going up in your DAW software. Then you're able to manipulate whether you want it louder or softer, or if you want to actually add another different effect. Bouncing them is not going to let you do that later. So that's pretty much how you use this thing. And then say you're done, you are just going to turn it off. Up here it's going to say saving your project. And once the little screen turns off, pull your disk out, pop this into your computer, grab all the audio files that you have, and you stick them in your software, depending on which one you use. For me, it's just drag and drop, but I don't know what you use. Sometimes you have to import or do something else. So that's how that works. I just wanted to give you a quick tutorial on how to use the Zoom R8. All right, well, thanks for watching, and I hope that you got to learn something or got to figure out how to use it if you don't already know how to use it. As always, leave me a message or comment or anything, and if you don't understand something, or if there's something that you want me to go a little more into detail. All right,